Hello, everybody. I am going to show you guys how to create a chatbot by using a Botpress and Stack AI. So let's get into it. First, we want to create a new chatbot. So you just create a new chatbot, click on edit, and then you go to Botpress Studio. So what we're going to build is I have this client that he's a lawyer and he wants the chatbot that is capable of answering all the law inquiries for that particular region, as well as being helping people to draft legal documents, again, aligned with the rules of that specific region. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have our first card, call it greetings. I'm going to grab a text. Um, Hello to the Jersey bot. Um, can help you to answer. I mean, something cool that we don't need to be worried as much is our wording if we enable the personality agent here in Botpress, I can't type and speak different things. Um, because if we are turning on um, the personality agent here in Botpress, then it will automatically uh, correct our wording and give it a personality as its name is. So, and help you to draft legal document. Please let me know how I can help. So again, we don't need to be worried about as much because I show you guys how to correct all the typos and grammar mistakes and everything just by turning on personality agent. After this one, we are going to have another card. We're going to capture information. In this case, we're going to have a single choice. Please, we're going to leave it as it is below. We're not going to save it in any variable. I'm going to click on advanced configuration and then click on choice and then type here, help me to, oh, you know what? Draft, okay, too much of backspace. Draft legal document. I'm going to click on a plus sign, and for this one, answer my question. Answer my question. I'm not sure why it's not showing up here. Okay. There you go. So for the draft legal documents, I am going to create a standard note. I'm going to call it, rename it to draft legal doc, center. And then for add a card, I am going to actually use raw input here. What I'm going to do is asking the user, sure, please specify what kind of legal documents you need, and please include any information. Oops, look at the information you'd like to be in the document. Example, full names, dates, etc. I'm not going to save this one either in a variable because it's just going to be events.preview, which refers to the last user's message. When we test this, everything makes more sense if it's not so far. So after this, I'm going to add an expression as always, and then I'm going to add an execute code node, which here will go to go to Stack AI. What we're going to do here is the same. So for if they have answer my legal question, because we're going to use different LLMs in Stack AI, so we need to have separate paths from here. I have a legal question. What we do here is rename it to something like question, and we of course need to change this one. Sure, please go ahead and type your legal inquiry, and I do my best to answer as accurate as possible. Right. And then what I'm going to do here is just right click on it, copy and paste this node as well, connect them together and call it same thing. Go to Stack AI. From here, to do is add another expression node, add another expression node here. So it's as always. Then what we're going to do here is, okay, now at this point, the thing I would like to do is go and set up this Stack AI part. So you go to Stack AI, and I already have these chat flows created. So answer law inquiries and draft legal documents. I'm not going to rebuild them, but I'm going to show you how they work. Stack AI, you can leverage LLMs, so you can have this really conversational flows just by a single node, which is an LLM. In this case, we're using GPT-4, and everything is essentially comes down to a prompt, a good system prompt. So what we're going to do here for input, we're starting from this raw input here is going to be our input for this. It goes to the LLM, and then we capture the output and we display it right here. So the way to do that, why we're doing Stack AI and not natively with Botpress, because the ease and the access that Stack AI provides for you to just do it with a single node and just a single prompt, you'll see like it's just performance is next level. It's really good, and this is a paid Stack AI, but you can this flow, which is more than enough, can you can do this by just a free version of Stack AI, so you don't need to pay anything. And if I want to quickly walk you through the system prompt, which is the heart of this LLM, is your professional law advisor. Your task is offer legal advice and guidance to residents in Jersey, Channel Islands. So this is the particular region that my client is based in, and he wants to answer questions for this particular region and draft legal documents aligned with this particular region laws. And then we specify what it should talk: honest, concise, helpful. Make sure to stick with British spelling because obviously that's in UK. And we just provide our website, and that's it. And for the actual prompt, just respond to the inquiry. What do we need at this point to connect these two together? Well, we need a little piece of code. Click on execute code, click on this little thing, and I already have, if I go to my documents, Botpress stack code, I'm going to put this in the description below. So all you need to do is just grab this piece of code, go back to Botpress, paste it right here, and now we have to make sure it's working, it's corresponding with our Stack AI flow. So what we're going to do is you go to export in Stack AI. Yeah, continue to export anyway. You go to export, and then you go to API endpoint, and then Obviously, you have to show token to get your token and actual URL. So what we're going to do is grab this piece of URL, copy, go to Botpress, replace it, and then make sure to copy your API key between the codes. Go back here. Oops. Copy, paste. There's an extra B right there. And we leave everything else as it is. So, okay, one thing. For we're using user questions. So earlier, you remember I told you we are not going to save it into a variable. Well, I was wrong. What we're going to do here, because let me see what's the variable name. So in 0, you see, if I go to chatbot and back to workflow. So if you remember, the inputs is called in dash 0, right? So in dash 0 is equal to workflow.userQuestion. So what I need to do is I just copy the exact same thing. I go to our raw input and I save it in a variable called user question. I do the same with this one, user question. You know what? I'm going to delete this one and copy and paste this one because it's already has the code, so I don't need to do it one more time. Um, so let's see what do we have. We have the piece of code that talks with Stack AI, and for the response, we are using a variable called AI response. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to right click standard node, connect these two together. We name it something like stack response, but it's behind. We are going to grab a text, put it right here, and then workflow.ai response. That was AI response, guys, right? Let's see. Click on edit. Workflow AI response. Make sure it's case sensitive, so make sure everything exactly matches workflow AI response, and copy, paste the same thing here. So if you notice, we are using the exact same thing for the legal document, and for the law inquiries, which is not correct. So this was for answer law inquiries. So for the one in the bottom, and for the other one, we need to go back to projects. The other one was draft legal documents, right? So what we're going to do here is draft legal doc, go to export, go to API endpoint, grab this. The token is going to stay the same, but the URL is going to be different. So this was for, just to make sure, draft law, execute code, change the URL. So it goes to the right flow, because the whole point of having two different paths is, we missed the quotation up there, is because we're utilizing different LLMs. So how these LLMs are different? Just in the prompt. So for draft legal document, here's what we have. As an AI assistant, you excel in drafting flawless legal documents in compliance with guidelines applicable in the Jersey Islands. Your expertise includes the use of markdown annotation in the drafting process. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And it's going to draft this beautiful, we're going to see in the test in a second. So what's the next step we need to do? So for now, we're going to test it at the end. So for now, we have the greeting, draft legal document, or answer my question. Either way goes to the proper Stack AI node. Then we respond with then we come back with the answer from Stack AI. Then we need an expression here, an expression there. Then next step for the ones that are for draft legal doc, what we're going to do here is not a raw input. This is actually is a suitable option for if they have questions, right? So if they have, let me rename this one so I say organized answer question draft legal doc. And then if for the answer question, let me know if you have any questions. We save it in the same variable. Then we add another expression. And then what we're going to do, we're just going to make this loop here. So they can just keep on asking more questions. And for draft legal doc, we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to have a standard node. Then we're going to have a single choice where it says, please make a choice and let me know how I can help you more. We don't need a variable for sure, I promise you guys. And we need a choice. And one could be something like answer my inquiries. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Then we click on the plus button, draft another paper, let's say. And then maybe you can have something like, I'm all set, thanks. Thanks. So let's do the easiest one first. If they say I'm all set, thanks, standard node, bomb, text, sure, have a good one. So it's basically our adios here. Another expression. So in Botpress, you need these expressions every time. This is a simpler one, so we only are using always. It can get more sophisticated if you're using the intent expressions. Draft, and if they say draft another legal paper, that's also easy. What we're going to do is we're going to go back, boop, connect it right here. So, and if they have a question, what we are going to do here is grab it and connect it to this one. So that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to now test it and see how, oops, how all these blocks behave in real life. Looks cool to me here. Next step is what? Is publishing the chatbot. And then we are going to go to dashboard again. This is our test we built, integrations, web chat, pre-configured, copy. We don't need StackAI. I don't like to have a ton of tabs open, so I'm just gonna replace it here. And let's see how this beauty works in a second. All right, of course you can customize everything here with the bot name, URL for avatar, description. We can change all the colors and everything. But we're not doing any of that, any of these here. Let me know if you want me to dive deeper in another tutorial and showing you how to customize this one. Okay, welcome to JerseyBot. I can help you answer questions or legal documents, make a choice. So for this one, it's just like draft a legal document. Yeah, so I would need an NDA, between lead marketing CEO, which is like Mike Bezos, let's say, and mm, raw ideas CEO, say Jack, Jack, it's a random last name. Um, date. Oops. So I went that I wanted to add date, but it's just one message at a time, right? So I'm not going to send a date now. But anyways, let's see how this works. It's going to take a little bit of time because it has to, if you remember, it has to go through the API, and from there it comes back. So it takes like 5 seconds. I mean, it's been 10 seconds already, but it takes a little bit of time. So we are, if you notice, we are here in this point. Execute noted. There you go. So this is what we have. A non-disclosure agreement between lead marketing and Mike Bezos, which is the CEO, and Raw Ideas. Purpose, and you can read through this, and there you go. So answer my inquiries, draft another paper. I'm all set, thanks. Answer my inquiries. What is the law about animal cruelty in Jersey? Hmm, what happened? Okay, there you go. What's the law about animal cruelty in Jersey? And let's see if it goes to the corresponding LLM in Stack AI or not. The only, I would say, obstacle. Okay, there you go. In Jersey, animal cruelty is governed by the Animal Welfare Jersey Law 2004. This law is, and then you can go ask more questions. I'll ask the last question: which Jersey is this? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's a bunch of jerseys in the world. One in the States, one in the UK, and I'm sure one somewhere in Australia. This is Jersey, Channel Islands, British Crown dependency located near the coast of Normandy, France. There you go. Okay, I hope you found this video valuable. Let me know in the comments if you liked it so I can keep on doing it. Thank you so much.